Hi, I'm James Johnson, Product Manager at Component One. Welcome to the next video in the short series on fixed page layout in ActiveReports 7. A powerful concept in FPL reports deals with overflow and where to put it. Overflow occurs whenever the content in a data region grows beyond what can fit in the area allotted by the data region's fixed size property. Once the content overflows, the reporting engine looks to see what it should do with it. It does this through the overflow name property on each data region. If the property isn't set, then it just uses the same page over again to display the additional data. If it is set, then it begins filling the indicated overflow placeholder report control with the additional data. Once the overflow placeholder is filled, it repeats the process, looking for the next placeholder to fill. Using this property and the overflow placeholder control, you can create sophisticated layouts easily. Create a new page report. In the Report Explorer, right-click the Data Sources node and select Add. Check the Shared Reference box and browse to reels.rdsx. Right-click on Data Source 1 and choose Add Dataset. Go to the Query page and use the following query. Select star from DVD stop. Our data is somewhat wide, so we'll go in and set the left and right margins to 0.5 inches, so we'll have more space to work in. Now that we have the data, we can begin creating the layout. Drop a table on the report and add the title and in-stock fields to it. In the last column, we'll put a series of underscores to provide a line for the stock people to write on. Resize the columns as needed to show the data. I found 2.5 inches, 0.625 inches, and 0.5 inches worked well. Place the table against the left margin and position it high on the page. Expand the fixed size property and set the height to a value that fills the length of the page, about 8 inches. If we preview the report right now, you'll see that we get the same page repeated over and over again with our additional data displayed. One thing you may notice in the preview is that the table header doesn't repeat on each subsequent page. To fix this, select the table header and set the Repeat on New Page property to true. According to our design, we wanted a second column for the data. This is easy to add. Drag an overflow placeholder to the right side of the report and align it with the top of the table. On the table, set the overflow name property to overflow placeholder 1. Once you do this, the placeholder resizes itself to the width and height of the table. Now we can give it the same fixed size as the table and reposition it on the page if we need to. That is all we need to do to create the second column. Let's add a header to this report, and then we're done with this page. Drag out a text box to use for the title. Set its value to Inventory Report and make it fairly large. You can also add a page N of M to the top. If you preview the report now, you'll find both columns filled, but we're still using the same page over and over again. We already know that this is the inventory report, so we don't need to repeat it on each page. So let's design a new page without this header. At the bottom of the designer is the page bar. Right-click on page 1 and choose Duplicate. This copies the contents of the page you are duplicating and then replaces any data regions with overflow placeholders and automatically hooks up the placeholders in the overflow chain. The result is that all we need to do is remove the header info we don't want and make both overflow placeholders taller. Now we can preview the report and get a unique first page design followed by all subsequent pages having the second design. As you saw, ActiveReports 7 makes it easy to direct the flow of data in your report. Go to componentone.com/ActiveReports to download your free trial of ActiveReports. I'm James Johnson. Thank you for watching, and thank you for choosing Component One.